Well, that's a good story. I met Shannon through a mutual friend, which I'm very thankful for, our buddy Brian.
Well, me and Rob met through a mutual friend, Brian, at Subway. He was going to, meet us up like in November, and then ended up waiting and waiting and waiting until like a week before he started working at Subway.
I couldn't wait to see her again, so, and luckily, I think within the next couple days I saw her, and, I was working at Subway.
We talked on the internet for probably about 45 minutes, talking about music and all that stuff.
We actually went out on a date, and I was a little nervous. It was a group of friends, and we went out bowling.
It was a bunch of friends because I was nervous, and it was great. He let me win a game at bowling, which he's very good at, and I'm very not good at. I
think from that night forward, we hit it off pretty well that night. I think Brian kind of expected that we would hit it off good, and I remember seeing her, and I was instantly attracted to her. So, and I hope that she was as well. She wasn't just charmed by my personality.
Hit off, and then we met, and here we are.
I think where I was at that point in my life, it was a blessing that I met Shannon, because I was in a pretty big rut, and meeting her was the best thing I could say that ever happened to me. So, all because of that night.
Oh, the first kiss was after his favorite movie, The Big Lebowski.
I didn't muster up the nerve the first time she had come over to my house and watched a movie. Obviously I was a little nervous and whatnot, and then the next time she came over, we watched another movie.
We walked me out to my car.
And I just remember finally leaning in and doing it. And
called my friend Adri up and said that I really, really liked him, and it was awesome. It was great.
But that first one, I think I'll always remember that one. So. Maybe around our 6-month anniversary, I would say, I really started to realize that, she was definitely going to be the one for me.
Within the weeks, honestly, I knew he was the one.
I just could envision, the rest of my life, being with her, and, that just made me feel good inside, and, I had never felt that before with anybody.
He made me laugh, and he was just the perfect person, I guess. It's just gotten better every day. Since I first met her till, me sitting here right now, it just keeps getting better, and I hope that's how it is for the rest of our lives. The first time we said "I love you" was at a bowling alley. I was gonna actually sing him a song, but I was too chicken, cause yeah, but I knew he was the one within weeks. My favorite memory of Rob is waiting at the airport with his best man, Josh, and being so excited to see him because we were apart for a month before the wedding, and seeing him walk down the stairs at the airport was probably the best memory, because I have not seen him in a month, and I was so happy to see him.
Oh, it's a tie, just because whenever I can get her laughing, it's the best for me. And I don't just mean giggling at me doing something stupid, which I tend to do a lot. It's more or less, the times where I really, really get her going, and I really get to see her smile, and I try to do it every single day, but, it's when you can tell that it's genuine and she's really laughing and smiling, that it's the best for me, and it doesn't happen every day, but, I try to make it happen every day for her, because I think she appreciates that, and, I do. It makes me feel good, so she makes me feel good every day, so. was really thinking about it. I knew that I wanted to propose to her, and so I concocted a plan in my head where I could surprise her.
The night he proposed to me, I worked at Cottage Inn, and I got home at about 11:30 at his house, and I decided to take a shower. And when I came down, he wasn't home at first, but then when I got back there, he was downstairs doing laundry.
And was really nervous at first, just because I wasn't sure how it was all going to work out. And I remember getting home and knowing that I was going to beat her home that night. So I go out and I bought a rose, and I hid the rose. Had the ring in my pocket, obviously, and was doing some laundry, and she got home from a long day of work, and came downstairs and told me about her day, and you know, I just kind of listened and had a nervous smile on my face the whole time.
I asked him what he got me for Christmas because I'm nosy, and he said he wasn't going to tell me, and I was like, well, that's okay, because I like surprises anyway.
I believe we were talking about something about Christmas presents, and she was talking about how she knew, you know, she wanted to know what she was getting from somebody, but, you know, she really loved surprises. And so that line took me right into, you know, oh, you like surprises.
Which I let him right into this. And he said, well, if you like surprises, here you go. And he gave me a rose, and I was very surprised because he doesn't usually give me roses.
Took the rose out and walked up to her and gave it to her, and, you know, she's like, you know, what's this for? And
he said it would be the last rose that I got from him as a girlfriend.
And she looked at me puzzled, like you breaking up with me or what?
I was in shock, and then he got down on one knee, and before he could finish, will you marry me, I tackled him. And obviously said yes.
And, you know, we had a good laugh, and, you know, that's another one I could probably put up there with best kiss that we've ever had. But she tackled me, and she said yes, and, you know, we were both very, very, very happy, and we're laughing and had a good time the rest of that night. I think we might have went and got some Taco Bell afterwards to celebrate.